Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Leslie and this is a new tarot channel, so please check out this reading, my other readings. Let me know if they resonate and if you like them. Trying to do a variety of different things. Right now I've been super busy lately, so I'm gonna do some collective readings. I was doing sign specific, but I got a lot on my plate right now, and yeah, so I'm gonna try some new things. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Right now I'm gonna do just a general collective reading for the month of November. I'm gonna do a Celtic cross, and so I'll lay down the cards, I'll talk about the cards, then I'll clarify them, and we will get some advice and an oracle message to close out. So, let me know in the comments what reading you would like me to do. A love reading, a career reading, a shadow reading, some spread. If somebody has something to suggest, please throw it in there. I don't have many followers, so, now's the time to engage, and let me know what you like, y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. Spirit, what is the message for the collective for November? We're almost halfway through November. I can't believe it. Spirit, what is the message for the collective? Okay. Okay, collective. The overall energy for the reading, we have the Queen of Cups. So this can be you. You could be, not everyone, this is a collective reading, but some of you are, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season, so many of you may be embodying these type of watery energies, and water is about, emotions, fulfillment, spirituality, dreams, love. So this could be, about love. I'll say that looking at the cards. For some of you it will be. What kind of love? It's going to be different for everyone. So, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So another indication that this reading could be about love. It could also be about self-love. Since this is an ace, it could be about a new love. And let's remember, love is romantic, but it's also with family, it's with friends, it's with pets, it's with community, it's with hobbies, it's with ideas and things that we're passionate about as well. Okay. So oh my gosh, under the Ace of Cups, we have the Two of Cups. Beautiful. And then the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So, what is this here? Something's blocked here. Somebody's in their head and potentially causing some issues, or maybe that's something that you've healed. It could be that you are opening, like the floodgates are opening is what I'm hearing. Something is being released. And I do see, like, somebody here is thinking very hard about how they want to offer love, maybe to someone else or to something. So, let's get into this reading. It's 4:44 on the timer. In the center of the reading, as the current energy, we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is about fighting for what you want, fighting for what you've earned and what you've done, and you've put a lot of energy into something and you intend to protect it. And that is the energy in the current state for November. Sometimes with the Seven of Wands, we can be closed off, or we could be creating some sort of blockage, because it's like fighting people. You know, if you look from the traditional deck and the Rider-Waite deck, it's a guy with wands protecting himself from other people with wands. But that person is on top, and so I feel like whoever I'm talking to is in a position of leverage. In the position of the blockage or challenge, we have the World. And the World is about an ending, moving into a beginning. It's about all of the things that we have gathered and combined in our journey, and like the swirling of this is what's coming to mind. This is like eternity, or everything is what I'm getting from this card right now. That could be what some of you are fighting for. That could be what some of you are protecting, or feeling like you need to protect. Some of you may be blocking something from happening, from like turning over to, you know, we'll see and know more when we clarify. In the position of what's coming to fruition, what's at the top of mind, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So another queen. So you're coming across as someone very mature, someone very grounded in nature. You may be financially stable. You may just be very happy and grateful and content with how things are. I believe you've, again, worked very hard to be in this place of groundedness. So some of you are seeking this kind of groundedness, and that's what you're currently working on and building. We actually have 3 queens in this reading. In the subconscious, what you can't see, we have the Justice card. So the Justice card is about justice. You could be a truth seeker or speaker, I mean, I feel like that's the same. Hopefully truth seekers are also truth speakers. If you know things, you should speak them. That could be something that you're very passionate about. It could be like who you are. Some of you may be in law or something like that. There also could be, for some of you, some binding contract that's, you know, beneath the surface here. In the past, we have the Hanged One. So in the past, I'm getting that some of you were waiting. Some of you are being challenged to think differently, from a different perspective. This card is also about surrender, letting go, being present as well. But what I'm getting mostly from the card is that in the past, there was something that was kind of on hold. Again, someone may have challenged your perspective or perception. Something may have happened that changed your perspective. In the position of the near future, we have the Queen of Swords. So the third queen. The Queen of Swords is air energy. So this is, this could be a person, or this could be you. And the swords, again, are about in the mind. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There is a sense with the Queen that she takes no one's crap. She is like cutthroat, but she's very calm about it. Like surprisingly grounded, right? In that mature energy. So there could be a feminine energy around you, or you could be feminine. I don't know if this is you coming in as the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. I feel like there's potentially someone else here. And that may be who this is. This could be some sort of mentor coming in to you in the near future. In the position of what's influencing the situation, we have the Ten of Cups. So back to love, fulfillment, the ultimate, my cup runneth over, feeling completely like blissed out. Some of you may be in a relationship and you're feeling very, again, I'm getting this blissed out. You may be feeling very intimate about someone. Interestingly, we don't have the Queen of Wands on the table. However, I wouldn't be surprised if she comes out to clarify if this is indeed about love. There's not a lot of wands. I mean, there's the Seven of Wands, and then we have another wands here. But, yeah, so lots of love here. You could be surrounded by people that love you, a community that loves you, a family that loves you. So, yeah, in the position of your environment and how others see you, we have the Page of Swords. So back to this sword energy, this could be, again, someone else. Someone could be, the Page of Swords for some indicates someone, watching you, or, I mean, not in a weird, it could be in a weird way. I mean, it comes out as it comes out, it resonates as it resonates, but that's, I don't tend to go down that hole, hopefully. So, but we'll know more when we clarify. This could just be someone young that's very curious and interested in you. Again, this could be this Queen of Swords energy here, is what I'm getting. Your hopes and fears, we have the Page of Pentacles. I'm getting with this that there's a fear of, losing money, or maybe a lack mindset here. There's a hope for new opportunities. There's a hope for new growth. And in the position of the outcome, we have the Two of Wands. I love the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about setting out on your journey. It's the very beginning. It's number 2. It's after the Ace. It is a wand. So we have this fire energy. So there's an indication that there's something fiery that you want to travel towards, or will be traveling towards. The Two of Wands is so young, in fact, that sometimes there isn't a chosen direction. And so you may find that you are going to have to make some sort of choice on which direction to go. Okay. Let's clarify these cards. All right. Let me get organized. All right, Spirit, why is the Queen of Cups here? Please clarify. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here, Spirit? Why is the Queen of Cups here for the collective? Okay. So, we got 4 cards. I'm going to put that last one back. It gets real too much when you start bringing more than 3 in. Okay, to clarify the Queen of Cups, we have the Magician, the Judgment card, and the 7 of Pentacles. Just looking at this Queen of Cups again. I think this is you manifesting something. I feel like there's been some sort of an awakening here. I feel like you have been working and investing a lot of time planting seeds. Some of you may literally have a garden. I guess garden could resonate in many ways as well. I'm getting a sense of apple trees here. They're definitely standing out here on the 7 of Pentacles. There's some sort of, it's like a coming to self is what I'm getting here. I feel like you've been working very hard on yourself, different aspects of yourself, what, you know, like your mind, your body, your spirit, your friendships, your romantic relationships, or your education or work or projects, you know, whatever that may be. But I feel like you're currently in the month of November feeling fulfilled about what you have planted, because I feel like you're starting to see those things grow. If this is about a relationship and someone that you want to give your love to, this person may have come in suddenly. You may not have expected this. You may have been, you know, at home busy planting your garden, and bam, here comes, you know, this person, right? Someone walking their dog, or someone walking down the street, or, you know, the pool man or woman. I mean, who knows? But that's definitely what I'm getting here, is like just a very loving energy, which is great. Very good vibes there. Why is the 7 of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the 7 of Wands here in the current energy? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Making a mess here. I'm not very graceful lately, I can tell you that. Okay. In the position of the 7 of Wands, to clarify the 7 of Wands in the current energy, we have the 3 of Cups, the Moon, and the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like there is a decision to be made here, and others are in your ear about something. You may not be being fully open and clear about a situation as well. For some of you, this could be about more than, you know, it could be about a romantic relationship with more than one partner. Whether that's knowingly or unknowingly. I don't know. It's going to resonate differently for all of you, to each their own. It's not my business. You may feel that you have to withhold emotionally for some reason towards others, kind of protect your energy. And again, some of you are not being open about something. Again, maybe a person or a decision that needs to be made. You could be feeling closed off because of this. I feel like you've had a situation where you're fulfilled, and maybe something else has come into your life suddenly, unexpectedly. Why is the world here as the challenge, Spirit? Why is the world here? $21.09 on the timer. Why is the world here, Spirit? Clarifying the world, we have the Temperance, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Again, an indication of more than one person here. There could be someone at a distance. There also, I'm getting a sense of, if this is about more than one person, this could be about people being very different from one another, such as, say you're dating multiple people, and there may be like a situation that's this way that you're enjoying or that has been, and there's this situation that's very different energy. I feel like potentially this air energy, this sword energy with the page and the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords here, that this again could be about the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. For some of you, you may not have everything that you need, and that's creating a blockage. There may be missing parts to what you need in order to make a decision, such as missing information, or you need to do more research on, something, a situation, a product, whatever the case may be. For some of you, I'm getting the challenge is blending. Again, going back to, I'm getting like two very different things that you may be choosing between. This could be like about, people in non-monogamous relationships and, those kinds of things. And so, again, a choice or a situation that is very different, and some uncertainty on how to bring these pieces together. That's going to resonate differently. That's the best example I have, because all of those cups at the beginning are indicating that this is about some kind of love, and I'm getting that this is about more than two people. And not necessarily like in a bad way, right? Like this is 2025. What we've been taught throughout history is incorrect. So again, to each their own. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in the position of what's coming to fruition? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Okay. we have the Two of Wands, which is your outcome, the Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles. Coming back to balance and balancing things, decisions needing to be made. Something's coming to fruition here. This Two of Wands is the outcome. And so it seems to be what you're working on is going to be leading to a fast movement towards some sort of victory in reciprocity. This could be about a work situation, like you have a couple partners that you work with, right? That could be a thing. And you're working to ground yourself in this. I feel like there's a sense of mystery here, or just like mystery in a good way, like very hopeful, like being very optimistic about the future. Spirit, why is the Justice card here in the subconscious? Why is the Justice card here? The Justice card is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, which is in your hopes and fears. The Devil. And the Tower. So underneath the surface, something pretty major is significant is happening. This could be about I'm getting, again, there's so much here with balance, right? I feel like something happened to you in the past. Created some sort of negative habit or behavior. You could be seeking justice for this. Or again, going back to, that might just be who you are. Is like giving and sharing with those who are lost is what I'm hearing. Again, some of you may work in the legal system, but there's something here from your childhood is what I'm getting with the Tower here in this house, and I'm really drawn to that image and this devil. And I feel like there's some pain here because of this. That could be what you're fearing. It's kind of what's underneath when you start peeling back these layers. Spirit, why is the Hangman here in the past? Please clarify the Hangman. Why is the Hangman here? Oh, okay. Here's that Queen of Wands that I mentioned. Let's see. The Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like whoever I'm talking to is, in the past, you were very in your head about something. And it was creating like a self-imposed type of prison. I believe that's what you've been working on though in the past. I'm getting here something about secrets again. This may be what you haven't been open and honest about, is some sort of thinking, brain functioning, something. You know, whether that be I don't know why I want to say headaches. I want to say headaches. But again, this is more like self-imposed. I feel like you've been doing work to break that down, and it's like shifting the way that you perceive yourself, the world, others, a relationship that you may be in. Again, if this is maybe you used to like be in monogamous relationships and now you're deciding not to. And so it's helping you to like shift your perspective, you know, and it's interesting how we kind of grow into those shifts, right? Slowly but surely, every day with practice, we transition things like the way that we think, right? By affirmations, for example. Okay. I get lost in thought, y'all, sometimes. Okay. So, let's see why the Queen of Swords is here in the near future. Why is the Queen of Swords here, Spirit? Please clarify. Okay. There we go. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands. There's that wand energy, passion, hot passion. The Death card. And the Two of Cups again. I think this is a person for a lot of you. It could be a mentor, but this is someone kind of coming in with this new exciting beginning. That may be what some of you have a choice between, is like a new exciting beginning or something that you feel like has kind of died out for some of you. For others, I'm getting that this new way of thinking is really helping to build your self-esteem, your confidence in yourself. I feel like you're feeling really good about yourself at this point again. I think, again, that you've done a lot of work to get to where you're at. And I think that it's important that you recognize that and pat yourself on the back. Collective. So, let's clarify this Ten of Cups in the position of what's influencing this situation. What is the Ten of Cups here? Why? The Ten of Cups here, Spirit, please clarify. Didn't want to come out. Two more cards to clarify. What is the Ten of Cups here, Spirit? The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Empress. The Four of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like someone here is ascending. There could be others around you that are not excited about your growth. I feel your karma is coming in. The wheels are turning for you in a major way. Someone around you doesn't like it. I'm also getting that you are practicing gratitude instead of focusing on the past and like coming out of a rut. Coming out of a rut. Climbing, some of you climbing out of the hole of hell to ascend. And I feel like there's a lot of gratitude here. There's a lot of self-love and self-fulfillment. And I think that I really see that you're surrounded by people that love you. And I think that you're being challenged in ways, but this is, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you would have been like 5 years ago or 10 years ago, never would have been here, right? And so again, pat yourself on the back. All right, let's clarify this Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here in the position of the collective's environment? Why is the Page of Swords here? Two more cards to clarify. Okay. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Alcarez card, which is an addition to this deck, and the Star. Wow. I feel like others see you and they're like, how did they do it? How did they do it? To them, I think that people see you. Maybe they don't see you. People mistake you. And they're like, how did they do that? How did they heal and create? Going back to this manifestation, their wish fulfillment. They see you as seeking that. Going back to truth seeker, truth speaker. This has to do with your justice, your karma. Okay, let's clarify. I don't normally clarify all of the cards, but I mean, we're almost there, so might as well. Why is the Page of Pentacles here in the position of hopes and fears? Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Why is the Page of Pentacles here, Spirit? Please clarify. Two more cards, Spirit. Please clarify the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Fool, and the Seven of Wands, which was at the center. I feel like for some of you, there's a fear of moving towards this person with a new beginning. I feel like some of you may feel like you could lose something, or there's a risk here. I should say, not lose something. There's a risk here. I feel like you're also hopeful that there's this like paradox here, that I think you're like fearful that it's not going to work out, but hopeful that it's going to work out, right? And that could be going back to that balance, right? Spirit, why is the Two of Wands here and it's the outcome? Why is the Two of Wands here? One more card to clarify. The Two of Wands is clarified by the World, which was your challenge. The Lovers. And the Hermit. The outcome here is an opportunity for inner wisdom, self-love. There, for a lot of you, there is an opportunity with someone else in love. Some of you may have all this love around you and consider, what else is there? I'm getting. But more so I'm getting that there's a search, like you're searching your heart, searching your soul, searching for balance and connection through yourself and others. What you put out into the world, you want, and back to that reciprocity, right? And that's how we regenerate. It's okay to take if we give, right? We can't just like take like from the earth, extract and not give back, because that's unsustainable, right? We have to give back in a way that can regenerate new growth. And that's what I'm getting here with this reading. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know. I love to hear if and how. If you'd like to share, of course, don't share anything you don't want to share. I wouldn't want that to happen. But I would love to know if it resonates. Let's get some advice for the collective. What is the advice? What is the advice the collective needs to hear? What is the advice? What is the advice, Spirit? One more card. Nope. That's 3. I'm gonna more than 3. That's like 5. But it was the Ace of Cups. One more card to clarify, Spirit. Okay. There we go. Oh, we still got 4. Okay. It wants to give us some good advice. The advice, the Moon, the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Temperance card. The advice here is to really take some time to do some soul searching, to go within, and I feel like you've been doing this, but to continue to work on practicing great gratitude and understanding how abundant you are, because I'm getting that you are very abundant, and you know this, and you're very grateful, and you're giving in that way. The advice is to continue to do that. I think that there is a need to open, I want to say yourself, but kind of like be transparent with someone about something, and bring balance to a situation, because there could be something around you that's, you know, obviously there could be something or someone that's kind of off, or there's a struggle here. And so the advice is to just be open and to offer vulnerability and offer the things, the wisdom that you have, and be open and sharing with that. So don't feel like you need to hide yourself. Okay, let's get a oracle message. Spirit, what is the oracle message for the collective? Okay. We got 2 cards for an extra long reading. But I just want to be transparent and not tell a lie. All right, so we have card number 14, the Judge. The Judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the Judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the Judge out of balance, building walls, separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the Judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your Judge in order. The world needs it. So again, some of you may be in law, some of you may be seeking justice, social justice here. You may be fighting for, you know, rights for people to make their own choices. So, the other card is number 46. Because you, I know, are a gem. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you're among the comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly, deep in the earth, amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek it out, its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging or crawling, okay? I hope this resonates with you. Please let me know if it does. Thank you so much for being here. If you made it this far, 49:18 on the timer. Thank you so much, y'all. Peace and blessings.